Hello, my name is Aaron, and in this Thriftech tutorial video, I'm going to show you how to speed up your computer simply by changing the way that it looks. Now, this is going to be helpful if your computer has 2 gigabytes or 4 gigabytes of memory. You're going to notice a significant increase in speed. One of the ways you can tell if you're going to benefit from this is by checking to see just how much you have if you don't know. Now, remember that you can pause this if you need to try it while we're doing it. What we're going to do is open the task manager. Now to do that on your keyboard, you're going to want to hit Control, Alt, and Delete at the same time. And when you do that, this screen will pop up. And we want to hit Start Task Manager. And you'll get a window that looks similar to this. And along the top here, there are some tabs. And this essentially just shows you what's going on with your computer, what it's thinking about, the programs that are running, and how much internet you're using, things like that. So you can look through here if you want, but what we're looking for is this tab here that says Performance. And you'll notice there's two boxes. One is the CPU, and that's your processor. It's essentially your computer's brain. So this will show you how much it's thinking, and then down here is your memory, and this is what's needed to run the computer. A lot of the computers that have 2 gigabytes or 4 gigabytes, this green line will be way up at the top most of the time, and you'll notice that your computer's kind of slow. The way to tell how much you have, down here where it says physical memory, it'll say total, and notice I have 6 gigabytes. Yours will say 4,000, it might say 2,000. The number that's in the front is the one that matters. So I've got 6, that's what we see here. So if you have 4 or 2, you're going to notice a significant difference by this. So what we're going to do is show you how to change the way your computer looks. Now you'll notice on this window, you can see through the top of it. And you'll also notice that there's a shadow all the way around. And when I minimize it, it kind of shrinks. And then it'll get bigger and shrink back. And every time it's doing that, this whole process, it's thinking about having to do it. So if you don't have very much memory, we can fix that by turning it off. So what we're going to do is go to your desktop, just the regular main home screen here, and we're going to right click, and down at the bottom it says personalize. So go ahead and click on personalize, and here you'll see all the different kinds of ways that you can make your computer look. This is where you can change your picture for the background. You can change the way the clear effect looks. You can even change the sounds so that when you click on certain things it makes a certain noise. What's going to be most beneficial though is if you drag this bar down and where it says basic and high contrast themes. These two here, Windows 7 Basic and Windows Classic, are going to keep your computer looking like what you're used to, but really reduce how much memory it takes to run it. The Windows Classic is a very old, almost like a Windows 95 version where everything is very hard corners, there's not a lot of color. The high contrast you can play with if you want, but that's really for if you are visually impaired or you work in a condition where you really need to see the high contrast because of lighting or something. But we're going to stick with the Windows 7 Basic because that's going to make it look like what you're used to, but take away some of this extra effect. So all you have to do is click on Windows 7 Basic and it'll think, and it's changed. And you'll notice that my bar is no longer see-through. It's more of a light blue down here at the bottom. You can't see through that anymore. It didn't change the picture, and it didn't change really the way that it acts too much, but it took away how it's thinking. So we'll go back and show you how to do that again. Remember, everything that you do, most of the time, you can reset it if you don't like it. So we're back to our desktop. We're going to right click. We're going to go down to the bottom where it says personalize. Left click on that. Then on this scroll bar, we're going to scroll down. If you have a scroll mouse, you can also scroll with the mouse. And we're going to go to basic and high contrast themes. And we're going to click on Windows 7 Basic. Your computer might take a little bit longer to do that if it doesn't have as much memory, but eventually it will come back to this setting. We can close that. And then if you want, you can hit Control-Alt-Delete again. Hit Task Manager. And you can check your memory usage. Now, mine was using a little bit more, and now it's not. And you'll probably notice if you have less memory that the bar isn't all the way up to the top anymore like it was. And that's just a simple trick. You can do that and get some more speed out of that. In our other videos, we'll go over some more things that you can do to speed up your system, but that is the most basic thing that you can do if you're running Windows 7 or even Windows Vista. And on Windows 8, you can do this also. It's going to be a little bit different, but if you right click on the desktop and personalize it, you can change the way that some of that works. So play with that, let me know how it works, and if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Thanks.